Good morning. It's a great day. The sun is staying behind a little bit longer. The sunrise is a little bit later and sunset's a little bit earlier. Tells me it's not going to be long. And then the winter weather's going to come rolling in. I hope I get a chance to just pummel you with a snowball this year. That's one of my hopes. Hopefully that doesn't offend you, but it'll sure wake you up. What a great day today is going to be. I got word last night a friend of mine's dad passed away, and um, all I could think of is what a great celebration his dad experienced. And it's such a humbling thing to consider that our lives have a fixed number of days that will be inside this body, and yet that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. In Romans 7, Paul says, "Who will set me free from this body of death?" And then the idea that I think I talked about it several weeks ago is I think Methuselah lived 961 years. Raise your hand if you want some of that. So there's a certain amount of time that's enough in this body. And I think if I recall right, my friend's dad got a solid 90, that's a good number. Probably more than I care to get. That's a long time. But the Bible teaches that there's a celebration for those who follow Jesus on that graduation day. And so I want to throw a couple ideas out there for you just to ponder. In First Thessalonians 4:13, Paul's telling the believers this, but we do not want you to be uninformed, believers, brothers, about those who are asleep, dead, so that you will not grieve as do the rest who have no hope. This is First Thessalonians 4:13. It says that when death happens, we shouldn't grieve like those who don't know Jesus, because Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth, and the life. And the moment you first believe, you received life. This spiritual life in your inner person, your soul and spirit is who you are. It's not what goes on with your body, it's your inside. And so your life will continue when your body discontinues. That's what you need to know. Like, that's why we don't grieve like the rest, because our life continues on past our days. Then, if you go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 7:1, it says, a good name is better than a good ointment, and the day of one's death is better than the day of one's birth. That's what it says. I didn't make that up. And I always add to that, in the eyes of the Lord knows that when you come to him without this tainted body, this body that's infected with sin, that you don't have the burdens that you carry during the time that you're in this body. And then finally, in Second Timothy chapter 4, Paul is encouraging his apprentice Timothy in this book. It's a quick read if you want to read it. And he says, for the time, no, that's not it. Uh, verse 4:6, it says, for I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. The time of me leaving this body has come, not my departure from Timothy, but the time of me leaving this body has come. Uh, I have fought the good fight. I finished the course. I have kept the faith. In the future is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also all who have loved his appearing. That's you. He's got a crown of righteousness stored up for you. So when he says, I'm being poured out like a drink offering was one that was completely acceptable to God. It was generally wine, a strong wine. Uh, and it was, to me, I see that wine as a picture of Jesus' first miracle, when he transformed water to wine, that you have been transformed from death to life. You have been miraculously transformed. And then finally, the drink offering not only represents that transformation, but it normally occurred after a long uh, period of time. A lot of lessons, a lot of struggling, but the drink offering was poured out after a period of training to those that did it. And so you've had this journey. You are going to go and endure life and enjoy the life that's in front of you. And as you finish the course, you'll be a drink offering, which just pleases God. And so your life is pleasing to God. I celebrate with my friend Terry today. What a great man he is. And I just say, you guys walk by faith and know that this journey is more than the experience this body has. It's what's going on the inside. And that's what matters and that's what's lasting. See you soon.